Stop using buy now, pay later. It is not good for your finances.
I don't have a joke, but yeah, it's not. It's the worst.
Yeah, it can lead down a rabbit hole of debt, and no one wants that.
Well, of course, it's just, oh, hey, you have a thing, pay us now. Like, it's like buying something from Rent-A-Center. Why would you want to buy something from Rent-A-Center?
I don't know, but a lot of people have like a bunch of purchases that they've made like at Walmart or Amazon or wherever, and they're still paying these corporations for these items. And I get that you might need it for whatever reason. It's there for emergencies, but the consumerism that is going on these days, most of the time, people are buying all the stuff with buy now, pay later that they don't need.
I'm not gonna lie, I have been tempted before, but I'm like, I'm not gonna be in debt to Amazon.
Nope.
When I first had my first job and had my own money, I'm not doing that. I'd rather buy it out directly.
Exactly. And just like new phones and all of that stuff, I only buy those in cash. But I've seen people, like a lot of people tend to still get that out on like a buy now, pay later thing with like Verizon or whatever. Or iPhone.
That sounds like a contract to me.
Your mom did it.
Oh, snap, she did.
Yeah, it's like so ingrained in everyone to just put everything on the tab, and then you don't realize how much debt you go into. And this is why I've been saying this is how the system works. This is what they want, so that you have to slave away constantly at these jobs that you don't like, when you could be doing something that you actually love, even if it pays less.
The system isn't broken. It's working exactly how it intended.
Yeah. That's how they do it. They normalize the debt, and then we fall for it every time. And I get it. No one can afford like an iPhone all the time, like out of pocket, just instantly because your phone broke. Well, maybe you need to get a track phone for the time being. You might need to.
If you don't, just go get one of those prepaid phones.
I saw that, what is it, the Cox phone? And it kind of works the same as an iPhone. You just don't get like the same amount of like, I don't know, emojis or apps or whatever, but it works. You need it for calls, maybe searching the internet. It does the basic stuff that you need.
For real. Because I'm just glad I don't break my phone like that. So I never had to change out my phone until like, I guess like 5 years later. So I'm lucky.
Yeah.
You work up for your phones, please.
Yeah, this is why the priorities, if you're broke, the priorities need to be in order, because like I need the iPhone or the Android newest model or whatever, but you don't. The necessity is that you need an emergency phone to make phone calls, and you might need it to like search the web or whatever else you need it for, but you don't need all the apps. And you don't need the emojis and the GIFs.
My sister. Anyway, about to get into these videos already. We're a reaction channel now, I guess. All right, let's get into it.
The number of buy now, pay later options has skyrocketed in the past year. But do you fully understand the risks? Here are some pros and cons of using buy now, pay later plans. Pro: buy now, pay later effectively offers an interest-free loan as long as the payments are made on time. This is particularly appealing as credit card interest rates rise. Con: buyer beware. Buy now, pay later services may make it easier for users to live beyond their means. And since payments can be required more frequently, users could fall behind faster or forget to make payments on time. Pro: buy now, pay later loan applications and approvals are nearly instantaneous. It makes it appealing for users who don't have other credit options or have low credit scores and want to avoid taking on credit card debt. Con: if you fall behind on payments, companies can charge late fees or even turn the account over to a debt collector, which can affect your credit score. Pro: companies like Apple, American Express, JP Morgan, and Citi have launched their own buy now, pay later services. That might be more financially beneficial than a credit card. Con: buy now, pay later services and apps aren't regulated the same way as credit cards, meaning they don't offer financial protections like dispute resolution procedures. The number of buy now, pay later.
It sounds like to me you better off with a credit card.
Exactly, and you get the points from it.
Yeah, actually, it also adds to your credit if you pay on time. So why are you using buy now pay later? Just use your credit card. You have don't have all your stuff maxed out.
Know what the trap is?
What?
When you already have debt, get in more debt.
That's what it is.
Because they've like maxed out the credit cards, and then these buy now pay later apps, they don't report unless you're like late. So yeah, it's just kind of a risk free way of getting into debt.
Honestly, like once again I get it if it's emergency stuff, but this sounds like a credit card. This sounds like a credit card with less steps to me.
Yeah.
Just use a credit card. You're more protected,
Yeah, for real.
and you don't have to pay the company. You got to pay your bank,
Yeah.
which is also protected. So I know interest rates are crazy, but better than getting stuck giving more money to a company.
And this is why, unless it is like a dire emergency, do not even put it on a credit card. Just don't get it yet, because the interest rate is just going to put you further in the hole and put you back. Even when you get yourself back on your feet, you're going to be in the hole because of the interest rates, and you're going to end up paying way more in the long run.
Like how someone's trying to run a scam in the chat here. I just kind of saw that. It's all right.
Why are they always doing it? It's obviously a scam.
What is that area code? I've never seen this area code. What? Yes, WhatsApp.
It's so stupid.
Sorry, I got distracted. Sorry, distracted me. But I was gonna say like, you know, I want to say like back in the day when I would buy games and I didn't have money to buy games as a kid, I would save up the money I would get from my family and buy games. I get that there's times where you need money a lot, but this if you're gonna buy something offline, just save it up and wait for it to go on sale. Things are always on sale, you know.
Exactly. You can be using that track phone while you saving up for an iPhone SE.
Yeah, there's so many deals out here for an iPhone SE or does any electronic anything on so many different sites. You can wait.
Because you do not need the latest iPhone. The iPhone SE works completely fine. And the Samsung J3.
What are these names? What are these names? Why are there so many letters and numbers?
I used to have a Samsung like J311. I don't remember what it was called. Something like that. But it worked perfectly fine.
No, it didn't.
It did. It just broke.
It used to.
It started slowing down because I had it for a long time. And yeah,
You couldn't
it's not
even
that good.
you couldn't even use the Skype for real because it was stuck on like the 2011 version of Skype.
Well, you had an iPhone and I had a Samsung, and those are completely different. Mind you, that iPhone is constantly scamming you because they try to do all the little techie interface stuff and the blue green thing for iPhone, not iPhone, to trick you into thinking that the iPhone is superior. And the Android has like a better user interface, so it's like way more user friendly. I have an iPhone now, but it sucks.
I'm gonna say this. I'm used to user interface. I don't care if it's more complicated. It's kind of like playing like two different fighting games. One is really simple, one's really like complicated. If you play the complicated one, it's gonna be hard to go back to simple one. You know what I mean?
I guess
So I'm used to it. So I try to use someone's Samsung at one point. Your Samsung at one point. That mess is confusing to me.
It's really not. It's
It's
just it's the same pretty much. It's just like different stuff.
I'm just used to it. I'm just used to it.
I'm used to both.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, you don't need a new iPhone if you ain't breaking that mess all the time. I was working with an iPhone I had in middle school until I almost got out of high school. It broke on me though. I would have made it too.
Yeah. I mean, like for real, I have the iPhone SE now and it works completely fine. There's like nothing wrong with it to me. It's smaller. That's it.
Yeah, I don't like how small it is, honestly.
Well, I'm not paying like thousands of dollars for one that's bigger.
True. Very true. That's why you get one through your cellular provider.
Yeah.
It's going to add on to your contract bill, but it's better than paying like $1,000 out front.
And if you get the Cox phone, you save on your Cox bill. And it's like $30. Oh, wait, how much is a phone? The phone is really cheap. And yeah, it might be like $30.
$30 for a phone? That's dope. That's dope. Hopefully, as long as it has, because you gotta watch out for this. Certain things, if you need a phone number for, prepaid phones or really cheap phones won't work for some reason.
Ooh.
It makes no sense. There's a whole drama about a video game. Not gonna get into it, but if you had like a prepaid number or like a really cheap phone, like a $30 phone number, you couldn't register because your phone number wasn't real for some reason. So
What the heck?
yeah, it's very weird. You can look it up. Look up Overwatch 2. It was a whole issue with prepaid phone numbers.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. Anyway. Next video.
Okay.
Sorry, am I laughing too much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tron.
I have spent $32,196.23 on a firm in Klarna since 2022. And the big question is, what did I purchase? If you are new here, hi, my name is Diva and I am $107,000 in debt and I am the Affirm and Klarna girl. Yep. When I started this journey, I had $9,500 in debt to Affirm and Klarna. I now have it under $3,000 and we are about to pay off 8 of those suckers next week. But what did I purchase? This is a question everybody always asks. Honestly, everything under this. I have done grocery. I have purchased concert tickets. I have purchased Airbnb.
I'm sorry, we'll go back to the video. When someone has blue eyes, they somehow always find a way to get a shot where the eyes are wide open. Yeah, you notice that?
Yes, I notice it now.
Every time you open up something. Alright, you can get back to the video. It's like, just like, look at my eyes. Look directly.
I have gotten my car fixed on Affirm and Klarna. All kinds of stuff. I think I've even gotten gift cards for random stuff. You can pretty much purchase anything you want almost on Affirm and Klarna. And I do get questions like Affirm. Yes, I have 12-month plans. I have not purchased on anything on Affirm probably since last February, so it's been almost a year, and a lot of these are finally coming to the end, but also I've paid off a lot. I literally had like 50 of these when I started this journey in May. It's crazy. It's insane. I know what I'm saying is insane. However, I am saving my very last payment on Affirm. It was something that I actually don't regret spending money on. I regret financing it, but it was pretty big, and it was a once in a lifetime experience. So I don't regret.
You should regret it. This is fast food level debt, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get this much debt.
That's crazy. This is why. Especially if you're gonna use these, at least track everything, because even if like you can afford the monthly amount, that doesn't mean you can actually afford it.
No. This is loan shark behavior. That's what it is. It's really it's like loan sharks, like those cash now places. This is basically what all it is. It's like loan sharks realize people don't need money in their hand anymore. They need it in an account.
Yeah.
So they've made stuff like
Klarna.
Klarna. These names are awful. These names suck. In Affirm, these are horrible names.
Affirm, Afterpay.
Flex.
Yeah.
All that mess.
It all sucks. It's not good. It's not in your best interest. It's just designed to get you into debt so that you can keep putting money in their pockets and not yours, not your future.
They saw credit card companies getting away with it, so they want to do something themselves.
Yep. As always. I don't think you can buy a house on Klarna.
That's just called a mortgage. It's a mortgage.
Like, they want an interest-free mortgage.
It's called squatting.
That's not a mortgage.
It's free of interest. I can tell you that much.
It's free of everything.
Even for your water bills, you cannot get your water turned on. Well. Anyway.
Yeah, these are all traps. So don't fall for it, because you'll end up like this lady.
Yeah, the consumer is never really being given anything to help them out. They're being given things to make people money, and people forget that.
Yeah.
Like these jobs don't care about you. These corporations, these people who sell you stuff don't care about you either. They just want to sell you something.
As always,
Mm.
it's how it works.
Every time.
Mm.
Every time. How you get this much? Like,
Ugh.
I'm not trying to judge. I'm just trying to say, you're not paying attention to how much it is. Like, I wouldn't have reached past like at least 100, like 200.
Yeah. Some people just don't look at their bills either because if it's like, well, it's going to be a monthly payment anyway, so I'm just going to keep putting it on the tab and then they get in the habit of it. And this is where they end.
Mm.
And then they have to go through the whole cycle of like taking on more jobs and endless hours to pay all of it back because they want to be debt free now.
Mm.
But if they had thought it out before, they wouldn't be in this situation. Like even the car stuff. If it was me and my car like broke down and I couldn't afford the maintenance, I'm gonna just get like a bike or something.
Or one of those e-bikes you can pedal and then turn into a motor. It would definitely. Those seem like I actually always wanted one.
Yeah.
I always wanted one. Anyway, it's just like ugh.
Yeah. I
Like,
just feel like there's ways around some of this stuff.
there really has to be.
And even if you like, if I gotta go to work or something, hopefully I have a job closer to my house. I'll walk if I have to.
Yeah.
That won't be good though. That would really suck.
Especially if it rains. If you got work late too. Spooky.
But I say car expense is valid, but yeah, try to keep it low.
For real. What was that last thing that she's saving?
She's saving
She says she's saving something. What's he say at the end? Hold up.
that she.
She has one more payment and she's waiting for something for it.
Oh.
It was pretty big, and it was a once in a lifetime experience. So I don't regret financing it on a firm. It was, however, I am saving my very last payment on a firm. It was something that I actually don't regret spending money on. I regret financing it, but it was pretty big, and it was a once in a lifetime experience. So I don't regret. I have spent
payment
on a firm. What's he mean by that? What do you mean you don't regret it? You probably should regret this.
I don't know. I want to know what it was.
I want to know what it is too. You
Better be something that finances the future.
Is it a Tesla bot?
Oh.
Is it a bunch of cryptocurrency?
I bet it's not.
I hate I hate cliffhangers, man.
Me too.
I bet you she did not make another video about this.
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm gonna check. No.
What? Oh.
I have spent $32,100. My payments were one.
Crazy how it happened.
You save these videos. You didn't realize it was her?
I really don't realize that it's the same person every time this happens.
We are face blind, guys.
$1,250 a month on a firm in Klarna, that is. When I started this thing at the end of March, 50. So yes, it can get worse. I really want to warn people about the pitfalls of buy now, pay laters. If you can do it responsibly, I mean, that's on you. I clearly could not do it responsibly. And will you think in your head, oh, $50 here, $15 here, but it all adds up and it gets out of control. And literally, I went viral for having 44 loans. And before that, it was like closer to 50. And I have it down to a little over 20 now, I believe. But I'm about to pay 8 off. I think it's 20. See, it's so hard to keep up with. And I know that you want it now. And sometimes you have to. Like, I've done groceries. I've done all kinds of crap on a firm in Klarna. But it adds up, and then you are in a chokehold. And in some ways, it is worse than having credit card payments. It's crazy. $1,250 a month is what I was paying on Affirm and Klarna when I started this journey. That's crazy. My payments were $1,200.
How much is she was paying?
$1,250 a month. That's rent.
That's rent.
We.
That's a really good mortgage.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And just think, if you had just put that amount in a high yield savings account,
High yield savings account.
you would be set for the future.
No, for real, she would. That's like $1,000 a month. That's like you can buy one of the highest ones you can get as a regular citizen. That's not a business. You know?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You could be paying a $10,000 CD. Have that said, boom, you get $20,000 next year.
Exactly.
My gosh.
Because in a year, what is that times 12? I don't know. I just know it's like double-digit thousands at least.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's a crazy amount. And the return on that would be really good.
Oh my gosh. And this is the thing that makes me really sad about these people who get into these like debt items, you know, is because they have like they don't think about it, and now they're stuck paying so much money. They could really be like making moves out here.
Exactly.
But they had to get that item. If it's not for actual like legitimate I need it reason, like I'm living paycheck to paycheck and I really need it reason, don't be spending money on this.
You know what? I blame Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Because I just feel like ever since anyone is like as little as they can remember, they're taught that, ooh, you want this thing, here you go. Like that's a like definition of wealth, is having something that's cool and desired. And this is just what everyone brings into adulthood.
You know what? And that's very true, because I felt like that in the future. And
Me too.
Voice crack. But but truly living, growing up, and realizing and like maturing is realizing real wealth is having to not worry about when you need money for an emergency, because you have money for the emergency.
Exactly.
That's real wealth for me.
Real wealth is just having discretionary income, so that you are not paying like all this money to the bank or wherever every single month, that you have to budget for that every time, and then you're behind because of interest payments. And with anything else, like other bills like your internet and stuff like that, you can always downgrade to like a cheaper plan. But with debt, there's always like the lowest that you can go, and then there's nothing else. You can't cancel that subscription, and you can't like get a lower one, downgrade, whatever. You are gonna pay what they ask of you.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And you gotta refinance these things too sometimes. It's ridiculous. It's horrible.
And that's a whole process. But I feel like you could potentially use this to like put yourself, like advance yourself, I guess. Use it strategically, and then you'll come out ahead. But I feel like that should only be used for necessity still, or something that you know you are going to be able to pay back at the end of the month in full, no questions asked. Because this right here, it's flexible, it's cool, but I don't think you should do more than like one or two at the same time.
No, you shouldn't. Truly, if you're going to do like something like this, just do one thing. Don't be just buying. That's the same thing as a credit card. Don't be buying willy-nilly.
Yeah. Gotta be planned out.
For real. So just do like one, and then don't do it again unless you need to. So that's it.
Yep.
All right. Next video.
Next up.
You can scroll.
Oh.
Who did it? Who did it? Do y'all know how many orders I make on Afterpay? Who did it? Do y'all know how much money I spent in the store? Who did it? Your days are numbered. I have financial freedom through Afterpay. I will specifically visit a particular store, Nordstrom, just to use Afterpay. So who did it? Y'all bitches be going in the store, Y'all probably was on some type of fraud and scammer stuff, and you didn't pay back your Afterpay. And now look what happened. Now look what happened. Your days are numbered. Yeah, tag a friend, cause somebody knows who did it. I shouldn't even be involved. I feel like why not just kick the people out who caused the problem? Like why make everybody suffer? I didn't do nothing to Afterpay. I pay after. I pay after I get my stuff every time I pay. So who? And Afterpay, y'all are shady for not even giving an explanation. There's no explanation. It's like, oh, this is effective July. Come July, effective July, and just deal with it. Like I can't. I visit outlets specifically to use Afterpay. I mean, Sephora. Hello. I still shop at Forever 21 sometimes. They be having some good deals though. They do. Like they be having like buy one half off or something like that. I don't know, but their deals these days, I don't know what's going on Forever 21. It might not be forever open. It's just so good. Anyway, I even hit up Steve Madden sometimes. Like, oh my god. Why? Who did it?
If you don't take yourself to J.C. Penney's,
Nordstrom? That is expensive as heck.
I don't know how expensive they are. I just know they're expensive by name. I've never been to one before in my life. Actually, never seen one. So
I've only seen it online, and I can tell you the quality, I don't know. Maybe it's good, maybe it isn't. I just know. To me, it's not worth it.
they're all made in the same sweatshops.
They are. But apparently, so what happened is Afterpay took out the ability to like use Afterpay in stores. So that's what this is about.
That should never happen in the first place. That Afterpay feels like a thing you do online shopping only.
Yeah. Because that's what I thought it was. I didn't think you could even use it in stores.
For real. It's kind of stupid. It's kind of dumb. Anyway.
I'm really sad that it's like my demographic that is funding all of these loan shark companies. Woman high, yes.
I thought I was going to say black women.
Is it? I want to know the race now too. Is it black women or white women? Is it equal?
I feel like a lot of people are just going to be using credit cards. So I feel like it might be equal.
Yeah, because the main thing is like the Sephora and all this and that. Because like, ooh, I gotta have my makeup. But in reality, you really don't need makeup. It's not a necessity at all. Yeah. And if you ugly, just stay ugly. I can tell you're not ugly. Like I feel like everyone is beautiful in their own way. You don't need makeup. You really don't. Like, dang. But it's cool if you have it. I'm just saying, like, it's not a necessity. So if you're going broke over getting makeup, reevaluate that. That's an expense you can cut out.
Just go to a pharmacy.
Yeah.
To get pharmacy makeup, you'll be fine.
Yeah, like, also, I know, like, people say that dollar store makeup, like, breaks them out.
Yeah.
I used to use that sometimes, like, but I was a kid, so might not count, but still. I had sensitive skin as a kid, and I would use that all the time to just play in it. I never broke out from it. But I don't know. I know it affects, like, people's skin differently, but there's other cheaper things that you could use if you feel like you do need to have makeup. So, yeah, you don't need the Fenty and the Sephora, Ulta, and all of that.
That was a bunch of nonsense words to me. I'm gonna be real.
It is expensive as heck. Rihanna's company, Fenty Beauty.
Didn't she get like a 0 on the ethics, the ethics scale or something?
Yes, she did.
What's she doing? Slavery?
Yes.
Dang. Did she get how you get a 0 on that, bro?
I don't know. And she's a billionaire now, right?
I don't know. That seems like a crime, like a war crime, to get a 0 on the business ethics scale.
That is not good at all.
The heck?
But yeah, please the Nordstrom and all the name brands are not needed if you do have to cut an expense. If you don't have to cut an expense, then that's cool. It's fine. This doesn't apply to you if you don't.
It's just like, bro. Didn't Apple have like an afterpay issue or something? At one point, people were like going to debt on the App Store, which is funny because if you go into debt on the App Store, you can't even download free apps. They lock you out completely.
What the heck? Well, dang.
Ain't that funny? Imagine you locked out from downloading free apps.
Why would you even go into debt like that?
Mm-mm. What even buying on the App Store like that, or through Apple Pay like that?
I honestly have never found an app yet that is worth me paying for.
No. As a gamer, maybe. Well, I don't even buy mobile games no more. Like I did as a kid because like it was some. I got a computer now, bro. I can play free games on Steam. I don't need that mess.
Exactly. Yeah. But oh, another thing on the makeup though.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these makeup, it's like being seen that it's actually ruining your skin in the long run, and it's actually speeding up the aging process to where like you age weird now. So it's like, because like the ones that are using, like you've seen these Sephora girls, that trend,
Yeah.
like the 10-year-olds using Sephora, and they're starting to age already really bad. You just trust me, you look better without makeup, and you will look better in the future.
See, that's the funny thing to me about that too. Like they're 10. Why are you doing I've seen those videos. Why are you doing a skin cleansing, face moisturizing routine? Your face, it will be the smoothest it will ever be for the next couple years.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be broken out. Your skin's gonna get dry when you get older. This is the best your skin's gonna look in a while.
For real.
So it makes no sense. Why are you ruining it like this?
Because, like the Olay and whatever else, they're trying to say you need to start doing the eye masks and the anti aging as soon as possible so that you don't turn on the aging thing.
That's not how the human body works. You're gonna age either way.
Yeah.
If you anti-age as a kid, do you turn back to a fetus or something? Like what
Yes. Like, in the. It's just let yourself age, really.
Not for real.
You will look so much better. It's a natural process. It's gonna happen either way.
It truly is, and just like once again, like you didn't even hit puberty yet. You don't have no blemishes. You don't have no wrinkles. Your skin is gonna look as flawless as it ever will. I miss having like smooth skin.
Yeah.
I miss having no hair on my face.
Me too.
I miss it all.
Miss it all.
All right. How long has it been? Anyway, so basically, it's just like I get it, and I get their shopping addiction, and I know it's really something really hard that a lot of people going through just because it's like they didn't have good things in life before, and they're getting instant gratification from it. But Afterpay is not a good. You don't take out a loan to buy something that isn't like a house.
Yeah.
So I don't get it.
They didn't have this back in the day in the boomer years, and they survived. Oh
Yes,
no.
They didn't survive.
Because they're gonna tell you to pick yourself up by the bootstraps and blah blah blah.
They had so many safety nets. It's crazy. They're the reason they exist in the first place.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes you gotta listen to the boomers, to the old people. They can be wise. And yeah, a lot of them are wise.
Unless it comes to AI, then they don't know. Once he's a magician turned to animals, grandma would say, "Yeah, she's black and now she's white. What's going on here?"
I hate AI.
I know. Anyway, it's just like I get it. Yeah.
But I feel like no one should be judging anyone that's like stuck in the trap of consumerism like this, because I do feel like it is an addiction and they might be coping with something, and so the shopping helps them with that.
Yeah, definitely. Because there's a lot. People think like one note minded, one trick. Things are black and white. It's more than black and white. It's a whole rainbow of this things going on out there, you know?
Yeah.
So it's a spectrum. You don't know what's going on in someone's life. Maybe they like shopping because it feels good. Maybe they like shopping because they didn't have things as a kid. Maybe they like shopping because they were robbed once and they couldn't buy food one day because they got robbed of their credit cards, and then now they just never again.
Exactly. It gives you like a false sense of wealth, but it isn't your money still. So you're not wealthy. And no, like the lady said that it gives her financial freedom, it doesn't. It just gives you like more time, I guess, like more flexibility in your money, but not financial freedom.
It's a target in your back. That's what it does.
Yeah, that's exactly what it does.
It's like the monster from It Follows. It's a slow walking creature sneaking up on you. You know.
Yeah.
That's not freedom.
Not at all. You're constantly having to pay that bill, and once you don't pay it, it's going to collections, and then they're going to garnish your wages.
Ooh, no, that's bad.
Yep. They ruin your credit and all of that. And then you can't get stuck in the trap of debt then, because you can't take out any more loans, and then when you actually need a loan, you can't take one out.
Isn't that crazy? They make it so easy to take out these loans, but then as soon as they seem unvaluable to them, they're like, no, you're good.
And that's how the business works.
That's crazy. No, yeah, say if you're gonna be taking out loans, save it for something really important.
Yeah.
Don't be just taking out willy-nilly. Like loans themselves, like just based in loans itself, like on paper, are meant for important things. They're not meant for anything. They're meant for things you can't pay for that you need to get.
Exactly. All it is. It's there for emergencies.
Exactly. And we just took it and just like ran with it and like, oh hey, buy everything and pay us back 10 times.
Yep.
You've been better off just trying to save for it, because then I got paid back twice the amount that you don't have because you didn't have it in the first place.
Twice, probably like 3 times, 5 times the amount.
100 times the amount.
We just look at some of these payday loan interest rates.
Ooh.
It's not good.
Payday loans are legit just it's like mafia stuff, like loan sharks, but mafia stuff that's legal. You know? Not a crime. It's ridiculous.
It really shouldn't be legal at this point.
Like a mob boss, you come back to the mob boss's base and you're like, oh, I got all the payment. It's like, oh, no, you don't. You owe me interest. And now you're stuck again. Now your finger's missing because you got to give something in collateral. I'm sorry.
And that would suck even more.
That would suck even more. What, getting finger cut off or?
Yes.
Yeah. That would suck. But no, yeah. It's not good. It's honestly so unethical to me. It's just the worst.
Yeah, stay out of the trap. It's all just a trap.
It really is. These financial institutions are not here for you. They're here for their own money.
Exactly. That's all it'll ever be.
Yeah. Well, anyway, you ain't got anything else to say, or is it?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. Please Lamek? Spike in Kabib.
What?
I think I'm having no. All right, hold up. Please comment, like, and subscribe. I think I had a stroke there or something. I'm not sure. I don't know what that was. That wasn't English.
No, it's not English at all.
I don't think it was a human language. Anyway, you want to say my bit that I usually say about the thumbnail and stuff?
Tell us what you liked about the thumbnail, because we're trying to figure out what thumbnails y'all like.
Yeah. And what made you click on the video was the title, the colors, all that. What made it interesting, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.